Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure hunters. You're watching Rare Lincoln Penny Coins, the channel where we explore the hidden stories and secret values of old coins. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about pennies of American history, the 1976 Lincoln penny. Many people think these coins are common pocket change, but some of them are worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on mint marks, errors, and condition. So stay tuned till the end, because we'll reveal exactly what makes your 1976 penny possibly worth up to $787.99 or more in the current market. The background of the Lincoln PNNY. Before we get into the 1976 coin, let's go back to where it all began. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It replaced the Indian head cent and became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, the beloved President Abraham Lincoln himself. The coin was designed by Victor David Brenner, and his initials VDB were later restored on the back of the coin near the rim under the wheat stalks. From 1909 to 1958, it had the famous wheat reverse, and from 1959 onward, the Lincoln Memorial design appeared, marking a new era of cents. Introducing the 1976 Lincoln PNNY. Now let's zoom in on the star of today's video, the 1976 Lincoln penny. This coin was minted in Denver, as shown by the small d mint mark right under the date. It's made primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc, with a total weight of 3.11 grams. This year, America was celebrating its 200th bicentennial, but interestingly, the penny didn't get a special design like the quarter, half dollar, or dollar. However, even without a bicentennial design, the 1976 penny holds tremendous collector value because of its rarity in high grades, minting errors, and historical significance. Minting and production details. In 1976, the Denver Mint produced more than 4 billion Lincoln pennies. That's a huge number, but remember, quantity doesn't mean quality. Most of these coins entered daily circulation, got scratched, worn, and damaged. Only a very small number survived in perfect uncirculated or mint state condition, which makes them rare today. Grading plays a big role in coin value, so we'll discuss that in detail soon. Design features of the 1976 PNNY. On the obverse, we have the profile of Abraham Lincoln, facing right, with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date, 1976 On the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, with the words, "United States of America," and "E Pluribus Unum." If you look closely, you can even see a tiny seated statue of Lincoln inside the memorial, a detail that still amazes collectors today. Rare errors and VRETES. This is where things get really exciting. Certain 1976 Lincoln pennies have minting errors that dramatically increase their value. Here are a few examples collectors look for: double die obverse, DDO. When the date or letters appear doubled, these can be worth from $50 up to hundreds. Off-center strikes. Coins struck off-center can sell for $100 to $300 depending on percentage off. Clipped planchet, a small curved clip missing from the coin, rare and valuable. Die cracks or die breaks, unique raised lines or blobs on the surface. Each one can fetch extra dollars. If your 1976 penny has any of these features, don't spend it, get it graded. Coin grading and CONDATION. Coin grading is the most important factor that determines value. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P1, all the way to perfect mint state, MS 70. A circulated 1976 penny might only be worth 1 cent, but an MS 65 red example can reach $50 to $100, and a top-graded MS 67 red can easily sell for over $700 or more at auction. Always store your coins properly to avoid scratches and tarnish, because condition equals money. Market value in 2025. Now let's talk numbers. As of 2025, the current market value of the 1976 Lincoln penny varies widely. Circulated condition around 5 cents to $0.25, uncirculated $5, $20, high mint state $50, $200. Exceptional specimens, MS 67 red $787.99 or even more. Collectors are always on the hunt for bright red copper tones, full details, and error-free surfaces. Why this penny is so popular? The 1976 D penny represents the heart of American coin collecting, simple, historic, and affordable for beginners. It's a gateway coin that leads new collectors into the fascinating world of numismatics. Even though billions were minted, finding a flawless one is a true challenge, and that rarity drives excitement. People love to dream that a small coin in their jar could be worth hundreds. How to identify a valuable one? Here's what you should do. Take a magnifying glass and inspect the coin closely. Look for that sharp strike, bright color, and clear mint mark. Check both sides for doubling, cracks, or odd textures. If you think you found a gem, don't clean it. Cleaning lowers its value. Send it to a professional grading company like PCGS, NGC, or Anax for verification. Famous auction sales. Some 1976 D Lincoln pennies have fetched impressive prices at auctions. A 1976 D MS 67 red sold for nearly $787.99. Another high-grade piece reached over $1,000 due to flawless luster and sharp detail. These records prove that even modern coins can surprise collectors and investors alike. Copper versus zinc. YITMATTRS. The 1976 D penny is made of solid copper, a metal that gives it lasting beauty and weight. After 1982, pennies were switched to a zinc core with a thin copper coating, making the older coins more desirable to collectors. The copper cents like 1976 D not only have historical value but also slight metal value, especially when copper prices rise. Preservation and storage. If you have rare coins like this, keep them safe. Use acid-free coin flips, plastic capsules, or albums to protect them from humidity and oxidation. Avoid handling coins with bare hands. Always use gloves. The better your preservation, the higher the resale value years down the road. Future value. PRDICTON. Many collectors believe that the 1976 D Lincoln penny's value will continue to rise, especially for high-grade coins. As more coins disappear from circulation and more collectors enter the market, the demand will increase, pushing prices higher. Holding onto your pristine 1976 D penny could be a smart long-term move. Conclusion and call to action. And that's the complete story of the 1976 D Lincoln penny, from its historical background to its modern-day collector value. Remember, every coin tells a story, and sometimes that story is worth hundreds of dollars. If you enjoyed this detailed video and learned something new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Rare Lincoln Penny Coins. Your support helps us bring more hidden treasures and coin secrets straight to you. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny in your change, and maybe your story will be featured in our next video. Thank you for watching Rare Lincoln Penny Coins, where small cents make a big difference. Today we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and often overlooked coins in American numismatic history, the 1977 D Lincoln penny. At first glance, it looks like just another 1-cent coin you might find in your change, but what if I told you that some of these tiny copper coins are selling for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, with some reported sales crossing $787.98 and even higher in today's collector market? Stay tuned till the end, because we'll uncover everything: the history, mint mark secrets, errors, grading tips, and real market value that make this penny one of the most surprising treasures of modern coinage. The background story of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909, marking the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It replaced the Indian head cent and became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. The designer, Victor David Brenner, created the famous profile that's still used today, Lincoln facing right, symbolizing progress and unity. Over time, this coin became not just a currency piece, but a symbol of American history in every pocket. Enter the 1977 D Lincoln penny. Now let's fast forward to 1977, and specifically to the Denver Mint, represented by the letter D under the date. That year, over 4 billion Lincoln pennies were minted, but not all were made equal. Among these billions, a few extraordinary coins emerged with rare die errors, doubling, and striking anomalies that caught collectors' eyes decades later. Those few are now worth serious money, sometimes hundreds of dollars for high grades, and over $787.98 or more for exceptional varieties. Composition and design details. The 1977 D penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving it that beautiful reddish tone that collectors love. It weighs 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. On the obverse, you'll see Lincoln's bust facing right, the word Liberty to the left, the year 1977, and the mint mark D for Denver below it. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial stands tall with the inscription United States of America and E Pluribus Unum. But it's not just the design that makes this coin special, it's what hides beneath the details. Minting history and production facts. In 1977, the U.S. Mint operated from Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Denver produced over 4.1 billion coins, making it one of the highest mintages that decade, but with high production comes inconsistency, and those inconsistencies led to valuable mint errors that collectors now chase: cracked dies, repunched mint marks, and even minor double dies turned ordinary cents into mini gold mines for sharp-eyed treasure hunters. The famous errors and varieties. Now here's where things get exciting. Collectors have identified several valuable error types for the 1977 D penny. Double die obverse. Look closely at the date, Liberty, and In God We Trust. Slight doubling means value. Repunched mint mark a second D, slightly overlapping the first, can make your coin worth over $150 to $1.40. Center strikes. If Lincoln's portrait isn't centered, value rises sharply. BAE error. A small die crack between B and E in Liberty. A favorite among collectors, each of these varieties adds unique historical and monetary worth. The power of condition. Grading. Explain. Grading is everything in coin collecting. A 1977 D penny in circulated condition might be worth just face value, but in mint state, MS65 or higher, it can bring serious cash. For example, a 1977 D MS67 red Lincoln penny has fetched over $787.98 in recent auctions. Collectors value bright luster, full strike details, and minimal scratches, so handling your coins carefully can make all the difference. How to identify a rare 1977 D Lincoln penny. To find a valuable one, follow these steps. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope. Inspect the date, mint mark, and Liberty area for doubling or repunching. Check for off-center strikes or die cracks. Look for bright red color. Red-toned pennies are worth more than brown ones. Compare with professional grading images from PCGS or NGC websites. Real market value and auction records. Let's talk real numbers. Recent auctions show some amazing results. A 1977 D MS67 red sold $4,787.98. A double die obverse variety fetched over $400. Center strikes have gone for $150 to $350, depending on how much of the design is visible. Even slightly rare examples can bring $20 to $50 from enthusiastic buyers. Why collectors love the 1977 D penny. Collectors love this coin because it represents a bridge between eras, the last few years before the switch to zinc. Pennies in 1982. That means every pre-1982 penny, especially those with errors, hold strong metal value and historical appeal. Plus, its copper composition means it has intrinsic value, not just collector interest. Where to find rare Lincoln pennies? You don't need to be rich to find these gems. Search your pocket change, old jars, rolls from the bank, or inherited coin collections. Many collectors have discovered rare 1977 D pennies hiding in plain sight. Even local flea markets and estate sales can surprise you with rare finds for just a few cents. Coin care and storage tips. If you find a potentially valuable penny, never clean it. Cleaning can reduce its value by more than 50%. Instead, use cotton gloves, store coins in acid-free holders, and avoid touching the surface. Proper care preserves color, shine, and value, especially for red mint state coins. How to sell or get your coin appraised. Once you think your coin might be valuable, visit professional grading services like PCGS, NGC, or ANAX. Get a grade certificate, which proves authenticity and boosts resale value. You can sell through eBay, heritage auctions, great collections, or local coin shows. Having a graded coin can turn a small find into a four-figure sale. Historical worth beyond money. The 1977 D Lincoln penny isn't just worth money, it's a piece of American storytelling. Every coin carries the legacy of a nation's economy, artistry, and technology. Holding one is like holding a moment of history, from the Denver mint presses of the 1970s straight into your hands. That's what makes coin collecting so magical, turning small copper circles into lifelong stories. Final words and channel, and that's the incredible story of the 1977 D Lincoln penny, a coin that proves even the smallest change can hold big value and history. If you love discovering hidden treasures, subscribe now to Rare Lincoln Penny Coins, hit that like button, and share this video with other collectors and friends. Every week, we explore rare, valuable, and historical coins that could be sitting unnoticed in your drawers right now. Remember, one penny could change everything. Thank you for watching, and keep searching, because the next big find might just be in your pocket. Today, we're diving deep into the 1983 Lincoln penny, a small copper-colored coin that might be sitting right in your pocket, and could be worth up to $787.97 or even more. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny from 1983, just 1 cent in face value, can be worth hundreds of dollars today depending on its condition, mint mark, and special errors. So grab your coins, turn up the volume, and let's uncover the hidden value behind this American treasure. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's face, and it quickly became one of the most loved coins in American history. From 1909 to 1958, the reverse showed wheat ears, earning it the nickname Wheat Penny. Then, from 1959 onward, the Lincoln Memorial design appeared, and later, in 2009, we saw special anniversary designs, but the 1983 penny stands out for a very specific reason: a major change in metal composition that turned it into a collector's mystery. The big change in 1982 that shaped 1983. Before 1982, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, but due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint switched to zinc with a thin copper coating in late 1982. This means 1983 was the first full year of the new composition, 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. However, a few 1983 pennies were accidentally struck on copper planchets, left over from 1982. And those rare 1983 copper pennies are worth a fortune today. How to identify a rare 1983 copper PNNY? So how do you tell if you have one of these valuable coins? The secret is simple: weigh your coin. A normal 1983 zinc penny weighs about 2.5 grams. A rare copper penny weighs about 3.1 grams. If your 1983 penny weighs 3.1 grams, you might be holding a rare mint error worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars. The mint marks and their MNGS. In 1983, pennies were produced at 3 different mints: No Mint Mark Philadelphia, D Mint Mark Denver, S Mint Mark San Francisco. Proof coins. Among these, the 1983 D copper penny and 1983 double die reverse penny are the most valuable and sought after varieties. The famous 1983 double die reverse PNNY. Another major rarity from 1983 is the double die reverse error. This happens when the coin's reverse side, the 1 cent and e pluribus unum area, is struck twice, creating a shadow-like doubling effect. Collectors absolutely love these coins, and depending on condition, they can fetch from $150 up to $800 or more. Real auction records and values. Let's talk real numbers. According to auction records and expert coin grading companies, a 1983 D copper penny sold for $15,000 in top condition. A 1983 double die reverse penny graded MS67 sold $4.7050. Regular 1983 zinc pennies in mint state condition can still sell for $10 to $50. Depending on their shine and strike. Even circulated coins can surprise you. Always check before spending them. Why collectors love the 1983 PNNY? Collectors see the 1983 Lincoln cent as a transitional coin, the first year after the metal change, full of hidden errors and mysteries. It represents a key moment in U.S. mint history, where technology and cost-saving led to accidental treasures. Every collector dreams of finding a copper 1983, because it's not just a penny, it's a piece of American numismatic history. How to spot errors. When examining your pennies, look for doubling on letters like 1 cent or e pluribus unum, misaligned or center strikes, extra thickness on Lincoln's bust or lettering, unusual color or texture on the surface. Use a magnifying glass or digital microscope. They make a huge difference for spotting rare details. How to grade your 1983 PNNY? Grading is key to knowing how much your penny is worth. The main levels are good, heavy wear, low detail, fine, moderate wear, clear. Design extremely fine, slight wear, sharp details uncirculated, MS, no wear, bright luster coins graded MS 65 or higher can reach incredible values at auction. Where TO sell your 1983 PNNES, you can sell valuable coins in many ways: coin shows and collector fairs, online marketplaces like eBay, certified auctions such as heritage auctions, or local coin dealers for quick sales. Always research the buyer and know your coin's grade before selling. A certified coin will always fetch more money. How to protect and store your rare coins. Proper storage keeps your coins safe and shiny. Use plastic flips, coin capsules, or albums to prevent scratches. Avoid touching coins with bare hands. Use cotton gloves. Keep them away from humidity and sunlight to preserve their original luster. The future value of the 1983 penny. As time passes, these coins become rarer, especially those in uncirculated condition. Collectors predict that the 1983 era pennies will continue to rise in value because of their historical importance and limited number. So if you find one, hold on to it. You might be saving a coin that could be worth thousands in the future. Other rare Lincoln pennies. To watch Fordent stop with 1983. Other valuable years include 1909, SVDB 1914, D 1922, No D 1955, Double Die 1972, Double Die 1984. Double Ear penny. Each has its own story, and you can learn about them all here on Rare Lincoln Penny Coins. Final message and call TOACTON, and there you have it, the complete story of the 1983 Lincoln penny, from its copper secrets to its market value of up to $787.97 and beyond. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Rare Lincoln Penny Coins, your ultimate destination for coin education, discovery, and collecting inspiration. Tell us in the comments, do you have a 1983 penny in your collection? Have you ever found a double die or copper error? Keep searching, keep collecting, and remember, every coin tells a story, and yours might just be worth a fortune. This is Rare Lincoln Penny Coins, signing until next time. May your pocket change bring you luck and treasure. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about modern coins, the 1999 Lincoln penny. Yes, that simple-looking 1-cent coin that might be sitting in your pocket right now could be worth up to $787.96 or more. Stay tuned, because in this video, we'll explore its history, hidden secrets, era varieties, market demand, grading values, and how you can find one yourself. The birth of the 1999 Lincoln penny. Let's begin with a bit of history. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. By the time 1999 arrived, the penny had already been in production for 90 years, with several design changes. The 1999 Lincoln penny belongs to the Memorial Reverse Series, 1959 to 2008, featuring Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But what makes 1999 special? You're about to find out. What makes the 1999 penny unique? The 1999 Lincoln penny looks like any other, but small differences make it incredibly valuable. It was minted during the transition from traditional dies to more advanced minting technology, meaning errors, double dies, and variations are more common in this year. Collectors call it a transitional treasure, because small imperfections can mean huge rewards. Where it was made, Mint Locations 3 U.S. Mints produced the 1999 penny. Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco, proof coins only. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 5.2 billion coins, the Denver Mint struck over 6.3 billion. And San Francisco created a few million proof coins for collectors, but not all of these are equal. The mint mark, strike quality, and errors decide their true worth. Metal composition. YITMATTRS. The 1999 penny is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. Before 1982, pennies were almost entirely copper, but rising metal prices forced the mint to switch. That's why pre-1982 pennies weigh 3.11 grams, while modern ones, including 1999, weigh just 2.5 grams. Collectors still love the feel of older copper coins, but modern errors like 1999's are where big money hides. Rare 1999 errors. You must know. This is where the magic happens. Some 1999 Lincoln pennies are worth hundreds or thousands of dollars due to rare minting errors. The most famous one is the 1999 wide AM error, found on the reverse side where the A and M in America are widely spaced apart. In regular pennies, the A and M almost touch, but in the wide AM version, there's a visible gap, and that's the jackpot sign. Collectors have paid up to $787.96 or more for pristine examples of this coin. How to identify the wide AM VRETY? Hold your 1999 penny under good lighting or a magnifying glass. Look closely at the word America. If the A and M have a noticeable gap between them, congratulations. You might be holding a wide AM variety. Check the FG initials near the Lincoln Memorial base. The spacing and position differ slightly from the normal, close AM version. Other valuable 1999 ERRS. Apart from the wide AM, other known valuable errors include center strikes, double die, obverse die cracks, or cuds, clipped planchets, grease-filled die errors. Each of these can raise the coin's value dramatically, sometimes from 1 cent to hundreds of dollars. Market value today. So, what's the real value of a 1999 penny today? Regular circulation coins 1 cent, $0.10 uncirculated $1, $5 wide AM error $100, $400 proof wide AM from San Francisco $500 to $787.96 or higher. Values depend on grade, condition, and rarity, but the demand is rising. Grading and certification. If you think you found a valuable 1999 penny, don't rush to sell it. Get it graded and certified by a trusted service like NGC Numismatic Guarantee Company. A certified coin with a high grade, especially MS-65 or higher, can fetch hundreds of dollars more than an ungraded one. How to sell your rare PNNY? You can sell your rare 1999 Lincoln penny in several ways: online auctions, eBay, heritage auctions, great collections, local coin dealers or pawn shops, coin shows or collector fairs. Online collector communities. Always compare prices and check buyer ratings before making a deal. How to store and protect your CNS. Condition is everything in coin collecting. Keep your 1999 Lincoln pennies in coin holders, 2x2 flips, or airtight capsules. Avoid cleaning or polishing them, that reduces their numismatic value. Store them in a cool, dry, and dark environment to prevent oxidation or discoloration. The history and legacy of the Lincoln PNNY. Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the penny is the longest-running design in U.S. coinage history. His image has remained since 1909, symbolizing honesty, leadership, and the American spirit. The 1999 penny is part of that powerful legacy, connecting over a century of history in a coin smaller than your thumb. Collectors' Insight and future value experts believe the 1999 wide AM penny will continue to rise in value as fewer are found in circulation. Collectors worldwide are searching for high-grade specimens. In future auctions, pristine wide AM pennies could easily cross the $1,000 mark. So, check your change. Your fortune could be hiding in plain sight. Final message and subscribe. CALL. So there you have it, the full story of the 1999 Lincoln penny. From its history and errors to its modern market value. Remember, every penny has a story, and some stories are worth hundreds of dollars. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, and subscribe to Rare Lincoln Penny Coins, your trusted channel for all things rare, old, and valuable in the world of coins. Comment below if you've ever found a 1999 penny. Who knows, you might be sitting on a small fortune. Stay curious, stay inspired, and keep searching, because every coin you find could be the next hidden treasure.